Revision is the part of the writing process where you polish, review, rethink, and contemplate your writing. Revision is different from editing in the sense that revision isn't just about changing or fixing grammar. It's much more about adding detail or removing detail that doesn't relate to that thesis or help support the thesis statement. It's about rearranging, adding, changing, and deleting sentences and paragraphs. And it's also about making sure that your content relates back to that thesis statement. So to revise is to alter what's already been written, to improve and to update. And so it's more than just fixing what's wrong. Sometimes it's about reevaluating and improving, and there may not be actually anything wrong to look for, but that doesn't mean that there aren't areas to improve upon, to polish, to make even stronger than they already are. So a few revision essentials are having a unified structure and achieving unity or cohesion. It's also about strong supporting details. Revision also includes creating fluidity or fluid paragraphs that flow clearly one into the other. And then finally, revision should include some constructive feedback. This could be self-review or peer review. It could be attending a writing center. It could be consulting with your professor. An essay structure should be unified. And so what that means is, first of all, a clear thesis, paragraphs that are related to that thesis, and then a conclusion that brings everything together, that not only recaps, but also provides that final point or focus about the thesis. And so if you achieve each of these, that middle spot, that interaction between these three, that clear thesis, interrelated and connected paragraphs, and a strong conclusion, these are things that help lead to unity. So when you're revising, it's important to look at and study each of these pieces and consider whether or not they are interconnecting, whether or not they're helping you achieve that unified structure that says this is a complete, connected, cohesive, thesis-based essay. Additionally, it's important to double check for those supporting details. And I introduced you to the Renz model when we discussed narrative writing. And I do think that that model not only works with narrative writing, it can also work with other types of writing. So if you look back over especially the body of your essay, ensure that you're actually identifying and listing these individual pieces of Renz, reasons, examples, names, numbers, and then if necessary, appealing to the senses. Then you're moving closer to good, strong, concrete detail, ensuring that those details relate back to that mini thesis or topic sentence for the paragraph, and then relate back to the thesis of the essay. And it's going to move you closer to a strong revision. Another area to focus on is fluidity or flow between ideas. So your ideas should be interconnected and all tied back to that thesis. They should be related, but they also should flow one idea from the other. And one important way to do this is via transitions. Transitions are bridges. They help connect ideas one to the other.